Looking at the Markets with David Modell.
This is huge news. You're going to want to check this out. Right now in the U.S., a bipartisan $1 trillion Senate infrastructure bill is focusing on, first and foremost, nuclear power. Hi, this is David Modell looking at the markets. And look at the headline. What did they mention first? Nuclear, even before carbon capture and transmission. A bill is quickly working its way through the U.S. government right now, which would allocate $12 billion towards nuclear energy. This is a game changer for any investor. The uranium industry is absolutely booming. And as you can see by the chart here, it's one of the few commodities that's still substantially below its 2011 highs. Plenty of room to the upside. It's bottoming out and curling up. I like that a lot. Nuclear energy currently provides about 10% of the world's electricity from about 440 power reactors, and it's very efficient. Nuclear power plants are producing maximum power more than 93% of the time during the year. That's about 1.5 to 2 times more reliable than natural gas and coal units, and 2.5 to 3.5 times more reliable than wind and solar plants. So if you thought that wind and solar and hydropower were always the most efficient, not necessarily. I'm looking at nuclear to be the most efficient right now. In America and other developed nations, nuclear power has been used for decades to provide constant, reliable, and carbon-free energy. Look how dependent the U.S. and other developed nations are on nuclear energy. And heading into this year, the uranium market faces a major supply deficit of 23.6 million pounds, or about 13% of the global demand, according to Scotiabank. So you have the requirements, or demand, going up into the coming years and decades, and then the production base and supply going down. There's a divergence here, and in my opinion, that's only going to lead to substantially higher uranium prices. Uranium stocks have, in my opinion, bottomed out and have plenty of room to move to the upside. We saw that on a multi-year basis. It's very cheap and is starting to curl back up. Lots of room to move there. And also you can feel good about investing in nuclear because the nuclear industry creates jobs. Each nuclear power plant employs between 500 and 1,000 workers. Building a nuclear power reactor employs up to 3,500 workers at peak construction. Nuclear workers' salaries are 20% higher on average than those of other electricity generation sources. The typical nuclear power plant creates $40 million in labor income each year. For every 100 nuclear power plant jobs, 66 more jobs are created in the local community. And nearly 1 in 4 nuclear workers are veterans. The uranium price, in my opinion, will continue to rise due to pro-environment initiatives, the intense demand versus the supply crunch we just talked about, and deglobalization. But here's the question: how to invest in uranium without actually buying and storing uranium? Do you really want to do that yourself, or do you want an easier, more convenient way? Well, there is one. It's UEC, Uranium Energy Corp. You can probably get the stock in your broker, even in an online broker on your phone nowadays. So Uranium Energy Corp stock, the ticker symbol on the New York Stock Exchange is UEC. It's a premier U.S.-based uranium mining and exploration company. And it's led by none other than Mr. Amir Adnani, founding CEO of UEC and founder and chairman of Gold Mining Inc., with extensive experience in building natural resource companies from the ground up. Uranium Energy Corp has a major competitive advantage with the company's low-cost, environmentally friendly mining technology at its fully licensed projects, multiple projects. The company has a robust pipeline of low-cost uranium-rich projects with a potential production profile of, get this, 4 million pounds per year in Texas and Wyoming. Very impressive. Are you ready to get exposure to the coming bull market that I see in uranium? Well, UEC, Uranium Energy Corp, is unhedged, with no contracts at preset prices, and is highly leveraged to the upside I believe is coming in the uranium price. So let's recap. UEC, Uranium Energy Corp, it is production ready, licensed, low-cost mining in Texas and Wyoming. Huge resource base of fully permitted projects. Newly established U.S. warehouse inventory of 2.3 million pounds of U3O8. Strong balance sheet, that's key, with over $123 million in cash, equity, and physical holdings. And the company is developing a vast production area in the U.S. at Burke Hollow in South Texas. I invite you to consider Uranium Energy Corp and the stock today on the New York Stock Exchange. The ticker symbol is UEC. You can probably get it at your online broker. Even just using your phone, you can investigate it. You can learn about the company. I encourage you to do that. And then if you're ready, invest in uranium and consider Uranium Energy Corp, UEC. I believe this is a huge bull market coming. I think we're just in the beginning of the cycle. So by all means, I invite you to check this out. I'm going to keep on bringing you these opportunities. My name is David Modell. Thank you for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.